Who had a good year?
For sure, Kendrick.
Why he have a good year?
He beat Drake like a dog.
That I know you're
he
basking
beat Drake.
in that.
This is your king. Your king suing people, bruh.
I don't get on other people's platform and talk about it, but I'm gonna get on mine today and say it. I just lost respect for him as an artist because we respected Kendrick because he made his music and went in the house. He's gotten corny with it.
I don't understand why you keep saying it's corny.
Because he keeps dragging it. Like now, everybody when they associate you, you're
So
associated
Pusha T
with
corny
Drake,
too?
and he dropped that album because he had to do it.
And he showed y'all you don't know what you're talking about. Was GNX good though?
It was okay because I can't respect it. Like I want to like it.
I ain't
but
talking about
the
respect.
conversation-
Was the music
I
good?
wanna
Because I don't
like
respect
it.
Drake, but the music do be good.
I want to like it, but the conversation around it is wrong. So
What's the conversation around it though?
It's a follow up from the diss. Let's
Different
not
lens.
act like Drake did not put Kendrick
He didn't.
on.
He didn't.
You gonna really
He
sit up
didn't.
in here and lie like that?
I'm not, because I feel like you looking at through that lens. I knew who Kendrick was before Drake.
You might have did, but
put me
mainstream
on-
media didn't.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Conversations with B. It's your boy Lonnie, and
It's your girl B.
first I want to shout out Queen City Culture. They provided a hat. Just wanted to give them a shout out. Please make sure you check out my boy Corey's line. If you have time, he just had a new drop, so I just wanted to give him a quick shout out before we begin. You want me to introduce the first one or the first topic?
I'll go first.
You want to go first?
Since you started us.
All right, cool.
Welcome back.
I'm welcome.
It's been a while.
It feels like a while every time we say that.
No, I think it really has because we didn't
do something.
we didn't film in November.
We didn't?
We filmed in October.
Oh wow,
It was October.
You're right.
And welcome to our end of the year wrap up.
This is the end of your wrap up, so we'll be
Yeah,
discussing.
it's our last episode of the year. Make some noise. Woo. No, but today we're gonna talk about music today. Like I know we talk about the current events and the gossip and we're gonna actually talk about music today because this is a music based show, and I feel like I've just given too much time to the media and the politics, which it's all a part of it, but I want to show y'all our ear. Like we're gonna share our music taste for this year and all the things we listen to. So it's gonna be a good episode. I'm excited.
I am too. One of our first topics for the year wrap up are albums that didn't meet our expectations.
Okay.
You want me to go first?
Yeah,
or?
you can go first.
Ooh, I got a long list. But I'm gonna just start off with one, and we just switch it up.
For sure.
I'm gonna go with Soul Burger Ab Soul.
Okay.
That was underwhelming for me. I felt like he was trying to make a transition with the album, to get more interest from outside of his core group of fans. But it's I don't know. I just think for some reason I think historically, and it's not all lyricists, but a lot of lyricists who were super lyrical and put words together very well struggle to me with the sound part.
Right.
I don't know if the producer's relying on their ear, but I think they should probably rely on the producer more to pick the song and also pick the actual music.
Right.
Because I think sometimes when you focus so much on that with your writing, and sometimes I think you pick a beat maybe that's not as popular so people can focus on words, I feel like it takes away from the music experience. Because it's both. It's a combination of both. You can't,
Sure.
I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some albums that have really, really powerful lyrics, and it just overrides whatever beat that's put down because it's so powerful. But that's far and few. There's not a lot of Illmatics being made. You know what I mean?
Of course not.
You know what I'm saying? Like where the words were so powerful, people didn't. Well, the production was on that was really good. So maybe that's not a good example. So just scratch that. But I do feel like there are albums that do have powerful words and statements, but they just don't have the production. And I feel like he's one of those guys. Words are powerful. Great lyricist. How he puts his concept together is amazing. Probably, in my opinion, the best lyricist in TDE. But he just can't. For me, it's just something with the music he chooses. I don't like.
Sound.
Yeah, the sounds.
Okay, yeah. Underwhelming.
What you got?
I said Babyface Ray. The kid that did.
Yeah. I remember us talking about that earlier in the year.
He gets a lot of replay value for me
Hmm.
on his projects before that, and this was very underwhelming. I listened to it maybe once or twice, and I have not listened to it again. So, and I think it came out in like September, October, no, maybe August,
Hmm.
September. Just didn't do it for me. Very disappointed fan.
You make, certain albums you can't even make it past like the fifth song. What song did you stop? Or
I
did you
listened
just
to it
say the
all.
whole? Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
can.
Some albums I can't make it through. I was like, bro,
And I
this is
kept
not it.
I kept waiting for that wow factor and that it just didn't do it for
Just
me.
did like one of these numbers. It didn't go up, down, none of that, or it just kept going down.
Yeah, and usually, a lot of his stuff is no skips for me.
Mm,
So like I can
that's
like
rough. That's
ride it all the way through and I really get a vibe, but I don't know what happened there today. I don't know.
nah. I got like I told you, I got a few of them. Kodak Black, both projects were disappointing.
Oh, I didn't know he dropped two albums.
I guess they either EPs or mixtapes. Well, to me, if it dropped on iTunes as an album, I know some people say differently, but
Yeah.
to me, that's an album. It's original music. Samples had to
Okay.
be cleared, so it's an album. And
For sure.
yeah, Trill Bill, and I don't want to say the other one wrong, but he dropped two projects, and they were both maybe two or three songs on them at the most that I liked.
Yeah.
He didn't do a good job. Yeah,
It's hard these days to really get a solid project from an artist.
depending on who it is.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's rare.
But I think it's hard for some because I think what we're starting to see sometimes is who really love music and who really don't. Like, I give you an example. You can tell Tyler the Creator really loves music. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? Like, just hearing them talk about it. I don't hear artists like a Kodak Black really talk about some of the music outside of what they make, or I guess maybe some of the rap they did listen to growing up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't really. You don't hear what their ear is. Like, do I listen to jazz? Do I listen to R&B? Do I listen
They
to
well
some band
versatile.
overseas that you guys have never heard before that you should check out? Like, and it reflects in the music because now the music is becoming repetitive. It's becoming a formula that they use just to sell records.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and another thing too, like when you're able to make a moment out of your albums, you know that it is really, really something personal to them.
Hmm.
Like the way Tyler did his album, the rollout,
Yeah,
him performing in different, cities to like, roll the album out and stuff. Like he made a moment out of it. Like
for
he's
sure.
super passionate about what he puts out, and that makes a difference too. Like you're very like all about not just the music, but just everything that comes with dropping an album.
He's
Like,
very meticulous, and you can tell
mhm.
he pays attention to detail.
And that in return is like it's special, and it makes the listening experience better because it's just like, wow, they really stand behind what they put out. Like, let me
Hmm.
really listen to this and you know see what it's about. It's important.
Got you. I'm gonna take it back old school with one more. The Force, LL Cool J. I believe Q-Tip produced it. Great producer. I don't think that's the producer for him though. I don't know if you heard it. I wasn't
I
enjoying it.
skimmed over it a little bit.
I wasn't feeling the production for him. I think it had to been another artist that was more in depth and more introspective. Don't get me
Right.
wrong, LL has some introspective songs on there, but I just don't feel Q-Tip and LL Cool J is a great combination.
Right.
Honestly, he's one of those older rappers I could see with like a younger producer.
Right. That was a very challenging question for me, by the way.
Oh,
I was like, wow, that's how he kicking it off. Like, cause I'm super sensitive when it comes to those topics. Like,
yeah.
cause I respect the art, and maybe like sometimes it's just not for me to get, and I don't want to like misjudge or say like
Yeah, but
just because I didn't receive it doesn't mean other people can't receive it. Like, it
yeah,
just truly depends on your
yeah,
ear.
yeah. I'm not. Well, that's why I try to stay away, or I try to stay away from saying, "Oh, that album sucks" or "it's
But
ass."
some shit do
Like,
suck.
yeah,
So
I don't. I try to refrain from using that because I don't want to deter the other person that might like it on the way.
yes,
Like
yes,
some people say they hate Nostradamus. I remember I was in college. Somebody came up to me and told me, "Oh, I like Nostradamus." To me, and a lot of Nas fans, they think that's one of his worst albums. You
Wow.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to him, that was his Illmatic, I guess, because that was the
Yeah.
first time he was introduced to hip hop
Mhm.
and just that artist itself. So I try to learn to say, it just went for me,
Okay.
underwhelming for my
But it's a great
expectations.
question.
Okay.
Challenging, but great. I appreciate it.
So also we have artists that were new this year, and I wanted to discuss what artists that you were introduced to for the first time who had already had a catalog.
The
So
catalog, yeah.
let's say you just found out about this person, but you didn't know. Oh dang, they got like 3 or 4 albums already. I'm just learning about them.
I came in. This was his first project. Um, I think he had some singles before then, but I said four bats.
Four bets. I
He
don't,
that was
okay.
his first project that dropped this year. So
How long were the singles out? I mean,
I think maybe 6 months, a year,
let's give or take. That ain't too bad. I think
and that's a
yeah,
special one. So you know,
four bets. I ain't really check out his music. I ain't gonna lie.
the album is
It
fire.
is.
Yeah, it's really fire.
I might have to
So,
check it out. Um,
yeah.
for me, it was Kenny Money and Moochie Grape. Shouts out to my co-workers who put me on, and I had no clue they were Young Dolph artists before he passed.
Oh wow.
So it was crazy as I listened to Key Lock and Young Dolph, and then I'm at work and I asked young guys will always ask me, "Hey, what do you listen to?" And then in return, I'll be like, I tell them they're like, "Well, what new artists do you listen to?" And I say, I'm not real with you. It's a generational gap between you and I.
Yeah, yeah.
So you gonna have to put me on to what you listen to, and I'll put you on to what I listen to, and we
Mhm.
just tell each other about our musical experience.
Yeah.
So two of those artists were Moochie Grape and Kenny Money.
Okay.
I had no clue they existed, no idea that they had albums, but I actually enjoy listening to the albums and going back in the crates and seeing some of the previous projects that had came out before. So those were two.
I'm gonna have to
Um,
check them out. I've never heard of them before.
JPEG Mafia, switch it up just a little bit. It's more of an alternative sound, I guess you could say.
Mhm.
A guy named Anonymous, and then Doche. I believe I said her name right. Doche.
Doshi.
Doche. Yeah, she cold. She from Florida. She just had an interview on 106, not 106 apart. Look at me, how old I am.
The Tiny
the,
Desk.
no, she did do Tiny Desk, I believe,
Oh,
but
she was
she
on one of them late night shows.
no 105. Charlamagne the God Breakfast Club.
Oh, Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was just on there, and then there was a group young men named the Suicide Boys. I don't know much about them, but I listened to one of their projects, and it was solid. I was impressed by them.
Wow.
I'm a little weary. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm just gonna be honest and transparent. When it comes to rappers that are outside of black culture, I'm a little weary of. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm a little skeptical,
That's fair.
but I gave them a try. It sounds pretty good. Hopefully, no scandal comes behind them. Hopefully, no, we don't find anything weird out through the media.
Ugh.
But they put me in a mind of like early early ASAP Rocky, his
They
crew, ASAP Mob. It put me in the early mind of them, like when they first came out. But they were pretty good,
Suicide Minds.
huh?
Suicide Minds.
No, they called Suicide Boys. Excuse me.
Suicide Boys.
And
Okay.
then Chef G. Didn't know about him. Had no clue about him. I don't do drill. That's not my cup of tea.
Uh,
But I heard a couple songs and I checked him out. He was straight.
I might have to check them out because I like pretty much everybody from ASAP Mob. So
Yeah, ASAP Mob Code. Oh, we ain't got to that part yet. Well, low key, we getting into that now. So
okay, I'll do three. Albums that are still being played. And replay value. I said, I got a lot for this one.
I got a lot too.
I
We
showed
gonna
up
talk.
prepared. I showed up prepared for this one.
Okay.
Uh, Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
Oh yeah, that's cold. I gave it a listen to it like 2 weeks ago. I was like, damn, she was right. That shit
I
fire.
told
I didn't do
you.
24s though. I didn't like that, but outside of that's
Um,
fire.
Across the Tracks. Boldy James. Mud.
Yeah.
Leon Thomas.
Yeah,
I
that's
did
hard.
Faith of a Mustard Seed by Mustard, even though
I didn't check that one out.
he got Corny of the Year award from me.
Ooh,
Better Than Me, Big Sean,
that's a good
Layla,
one.
Gap Year, and Hearthstone, Psycho, Don Toliver. I went to see Don Toliver, y'all, on Halloween.
I had a blast.
Life changing. I hate to get sidetracked, but I had to talk about it. Bro, I'm a casual listener of
Oh,
Don
okay.
Toliver. I mean, I liked his last album, but this album he dropped this year really had to grow on me. But man, he is a phenomenal performer. Like it was just one of them wild card shows. Like I wasn't expecting that. Like it was super dope. Like 10/10, the energy was crazy. Like
Yeah,
I wanted to be
word.
in the mosh pit.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that.
It was that type of vibe.
That's too much. If it's old age, I'm not getting on my speed. Nah,
Boo,
I'll
bro.
watch y'all do it though.
But yeah, those were like my albums that I'm still replaying.
Um,
All solid for sure.
you said Tyler.
Solid.
Solid. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, I got one of yours on mine. Sugar Honey Iced Tea is definitely one that I played over. It was good. Davies is on here, Living Proof. Auditorium with Common and Pete Rock.
Oh, I said that on my
Chromacopia with Tyler Creator got replay value. You Only Die Once, Freddie Gibbs. Ultra 85, Logic. I like that album. Samurai by Lupe Fiasco. Um, and Speak Now by Moneybag. Yo. Oh yeah, 21 Savage, American Dream. Those
Oh,
albums
I
got a
forgot
little.
that dropped. Moneybag dropped.
Yeah. Speak Now or I thought that I said
You know what he might have
2024.
did? I didn't listen to
Yeah,
it.
about to say it
I
said
ain't hear nobody
2024.
talk about
I
it
yeah,
either.
nobody. Yeah, exactly. And then
So
GNX with Kendrick was another one. Blue Lips,
that
Schoolboy
just
Q.
dropped. Does
I
that
know,
really
but
count? Ugh.
we don't have to count it. No, I did listen to it more than once, and I feel like I'm gonna play it more. So
Okay,
I
no,
went
that's
ahead.
fair.
Yeah, like I know I'm gonna play that again.
That's fair.
Certain albums are late in the year, like you're saying, but I already know in my mind I'm playing that again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
and then I can't leave Conway the Machine out. Slant Face by
Mm,
Conway Machine. So
that was dope.
yeah, those are the albums for me.
Okay. Okay, so what about albums that were surprisingly good? I'm gonna say Sexy Red and Sexy We Trust. I played that bitch out. I ain't gonna hold
Oh
you.
no! I listened to that.
I should have put that in like my replay value, but no, it
Nah,
was.
they ain't got no replay value, nah, baby. You
When it
think they
came
do?
out, I did listen to it for a good
Sheesh.
2 months.
Whew.
But
Hey, if you listen to it 2 months, it got replay value.
exactly.
Um,
And then I did Doshi,
yeah, I got that.
Alligator Bites, never had something like that. Don't quote me. Don't quote me.
Yeah, I got you. Alligator bites never heal, or something like that.
Yeah.
I got you. Um,
I will say, through and through on that album, her sound is insane.
yeah,
Like people
which,
she got a lot of backlash, like the boom boom pop type of rapper. But if you really listen to her project, she's very well rounded.
but that leads to another thing. I know this is a little sidebar, but that leads to a discussion I had with a friend the other night. Like, I feel like when it comes to female rap, you get two different types of extremes. You have
Yeah,
the
we
Rap
talked about
City
that.
type prototype. Rap City prototype is I rap my bars, I put songs together, I can talk about more than one thing, but I don't have the great necessarily. I guess you could say I don't have a big female cult following, or I don't have a strong support. I don't know. I can't put it like
I know what
TR
you're
Whack.
saying.
TR Wack would be in that category. Doche would be in that category. Like, it's a list of females that would be in that category.
Hmm.
I guess you could throw Doja Cat kind of in there, but she's successful, so I wouldn't necessarily put her in there.
Doja Cat can rap.
I know, but
So.
she can though. That's why I said I would put her in that lane. But she's the only one that I can think off top of dome
Weird
that is
girl, but
successful.
she can really rap.
Yeah, when you look at those style of MCs or femcs, females,
I like
they're
that.
dope, but I don't know if their music really transcend into mainstream or popular, other than maybe Doja Cat.
Doja Cat.
Yeah, outside of her, that's the only one. And then when you look at the other prototype, the Meg Thee Stallion, Lotto, Sexy Red, I guess you could put Lotto in the middle though. After listening to her project, I put her in the middle. She's the mid. She's the middle. She's the mid tier, and then you got the ratchet tier. And Meg is skilled, but it's like Meg could probably be in all three categories she wanted to, but it's just like she stays in that ratchet category, and I'm like, I need you to grow. I
And
I heard
that's why I don't.
I heard the P word multiple times, like overly said in your album. I'm like, bro, like give me something
She
else.
got
I
all
know
the.
you got that. I know you got that juicy. I get it, but
We
let's
get it.
let's let's talk about some other stuff.
I mean, the way. Never mind.
What?
Shut up. That was gonna be so out of pocket. But no, like you said, we've heard that enough. Like, yeah, show us the growth. It's just not there. She gives us the same tempo every time she
Yeah,
drops a project.
give me something that and I know
I
it's
want to
there.
like her. I really
I like her.
do. But her conversations are just like too repetitive for me. I just,
It's always somebody hating on her, how good her juice box is, and
especially.
some dude she done took from somebody. I'm tired. I'm
Thank you.
tired. I
Thank
need
you.
I need you to give me
Right.
something. Give me something else. Of not saying that you don't have it, but I need more of it. Let's put
And
it
that
that
just
way.
goes to
So,
show you, like, to be a really good rapper, you kind of have to be insane. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Like, you have to be insane to be able to like write and come up with something that's catchy and makes you think. Like,
but I think that's
she went to school. She got a degree. I know she's a smart girl. I know something else up in there in your mind. Like,
but I think that's also
let us hear it. Let us know it. And I just don't think she's tapped into that yet.
that's true, but that goes into our conversation our conversation that we have all the time. It's the mentorship from the elder statements in hip hop, preferably a woman, of course, and then I think that comes from having they're starting to get back to one producer albums more,
Hmm.
which I think I like a little bit more because they're more sonically in sync.
Yeah.
I think when we start getting projects from artists like her with one producer, maybe there'll be a little bit more guidance and more ideas will be cooking. And they'll throw
Yeah,
an
they
extra
need that.
few
She needs
ingredients in the
somebody with that
pot.
chemistry.
Yeah, and they'll throw a little ingredients in the pot and say, hey, maybe let's do it this way. And they kind of guide and kind of direct her in a different direction. Because I feel like you can tell the difference between an artist when they're being produced by one producer. I give you an example. Look at Cassidy. When he left Swiss Beats, what happened? He gave us no.
Plummeted.
Yeah, I'm just saying. For example, the last song he made, No Diddy. I sent it to my homeboy. I was like, "Yo, this is horrible. Why? No Diddy? Really? It's really creative, Cassidy. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. You're better than that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you find so many rappers that when they lead that one producer, it's iffy.
And two, like we talked about earlier this year, not getting in a studio with them people. Like, y'all just
Yeah, I don't like that.
sending beats through
It's
the airway, and y'all not getting in the studio and locking the fuck in. That shit shows.
yeah, it
It
do.
shows like somebody made you a beat, they sent it over, and you just got on it because you thought it was hard. Like, no type of like
Cause you notice what give
nothing.
you another example with Snoop in his career, him and Dre at the beginning, cooking, right? You
Yeah.
kind of go to with Master P and No Limit. It was like, okay. Then he get back with Pharrell and he up winning again. So that's why I say I feel like that one producer, that rapper producer combo is really what makes an artist. Nas and Hit Boy. Those three albums were sonically beautiful. You know what I'm
Hell
saying? Like
yeah.
niggas was questioning them last two projects before the Hit Boy shit. So
So you
it's
don't think the one with Ye was good?
I I told somebody the other night, I don't care what nobody say. The internet is crazy in my opinion. Just cause something don't meet your expectation don't mean it's not good. That 7-song album was not bad. It wasn't. It
It
was
was.
not a bad. But was it was it his best? No. Was it? Um, I don't even know if you would put it in the top tier of his catalog. It was definitely mid tier, but it wasn't a bad album. Like that's just a narrative they run with because I think it's gonna get clicks and likes.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
clickbait.
I think Ye was giving everybody them 7
Yeah, they all got
song
7.
projects. I don't know what that was about. It was.
Well, Pusha got a little bit more, I think, didn't he?
I think he did.
but I think he did all them albums great, all greatly
Beautifully,
produced,
yes.
and I think they all every artist performed well.
Even Tiana Taylor.
Yeah,
So
so I don't know, but alligator bites never heal is definitely on there for me. Um, Glorious from Glorilla was
it was
surprisingly,
horrible.
yeah, it was surprisingly
Y'all was
good.
ratchet.
Yeah, it was
Which
so
leads us into the next question. Who had a good year?
for sure, Kendrick. Big X the
Why?
plug.
Why he have a good year? Let's talk about it. I want to talk
You want
about
to
it.
talk about how Kendrick had a good
Yeah,
year?
let's talk about it.
Well,
I want to talk about it.
he beat Drake like a dog.
That I know you're
He beat
basking
Drake.
in
He
that.
beat you know it. This is your king. Um, your king suing people, bruh. He's giving cosplay. He's giving cosplay. But anyway, I think him beating Drake to I'm sorry that and then dropping an album on top of that because people was definitely talking mad shit
He had
about
to.
it. But
It
hear
was
me out.
forced.
They were
It
talking
was
mad shit
forced.
about his catalog, talking about it's not
It was
gonna
forced.
translate over to the Super Bowl, and then he gave you an album full of bangers, so you could shut up.
Which I don't
Shut up.
respect. I don't respect. I have lost respect for Kendrick. And I have
Ooh,
been
you
want
don't speak on. Ooh, go
I have
ahead.
been wanting to say this. I don't get on other people's platform and talk about it, but I'm gonna get on mine today and say it. I just lost respect for him as an artist because we respected Kendrick because he made his music and went in the house. The nigga that he
I
dissed,
wanted
the
that nigga
nigga that
outside.
he dissed all year, he is now him. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
Nah, I disagree
It's
with
a
that.
thin
That's
line between
crazy.
dissing and being
That's
corny with
not.
the shit. Like he's
No.
corny. He's gotten corny with it. I'm sorry.
Oh my
Niggas was
god.
dissing niggas back in the
You
day.
talking about the Wayne line?
The shit was political. It's corny. It's
What
corny.
made it? I don't understand
It's
why you keep
corny.
saying it's
Because he
corny.
keeps dragging it. Like, we know you hate the nigga. Like, now everybody, when they associate you, you're
So Pusha
associated
T
with
corny too?
Drake.
So Pusha T corny
When
too?
he
Hold on,
dropped,
hold on. Keep the same energy. Is Pusha T corny?
no, he's not.
But he drags
They
it out
they
too.
never
He was even giving commentary about the man beefing with
listen.
Kendrick.
It never went to the degree that it has went to this year
Bro, he
with
was
Kendrick
dissing.
and Drake.
He
It
was dissing
hasn't.
Drake on a dead
But
man's album.
It was a subtle.
They got so mad at him they had to take the verse off. It don't get no pettier than that.
It's a difference between
No.
subtle dissing and being corny. Kendrick has been being corny all year. The shit is corny. We like Kendrick because he made. I hate to say the word woke, but the nigga made woke music and like it was appealing to us. It gave us hope and just something different in hip hop.
He gave
He
us
has
introspective
now
music.
Yes, he has now became one of the people. He dropped that album because he had to do it. He didn't do it because it's something that he was passionate about or wanted out there. He did it
That shit
because
was
he
fire,
had
though.
to do it.
So do you feel that way about
Because
Damn?
niggas was saying he was not gonna be able to like follow up from that
And he showed y'all.
diss that he
And
made.
he showed y'all you don't know what you're talking about.
Now
I can get
now
it.
when Kendrick makes music, the conversation is gonna be Drake.
No, it's not.
He has fucked
Oh.
his career up.
Well,
I'm
well, you can say the
sorry.
same thing about Jay-Z and Nas. They synonymous. You
No,
can't
fuck
mention
they
one without the
don't.
other.
No, they don't, because the internet didn't exist the way that it exists.
I'm not talking about the
today.
current time. I'm
Niggas
talking about even
listen
now
to
with I'm
music.
talking about even now with the internet when they're covered. Their names are brought up usually together. You can't say one without the other.
Niggas
It's the
made
same thing.
music
It
back
don't
in
take
the
away
day,
from them though.
and
It
was
don't take away from them.
music. It is bullshit now. It's bullshit because
Was the music good?
because the internet is ruining the legacy of these artists.
Hey, was the GNX was GNX good though?
No, it was okay because I can't respect it. Like I want to like it.
I ain't
but
talking
the
about respect.
conversation-
Was the music
I
good?
wanna
Because I don't
like
respect
it.
Drake, but the music do be good.
I want to like it, but the conversation around it is wrong. So
What's the conversation around it though?
It's a follow up from the diss. And when you on the conversations online, it's still Drake. It's not about Kendrick, the artist. It's about Kendrick successfully dominating and trying to take down a nigga that's been running the game for 15,
I hear
16
you, but
years.
this beef is so representing of what happened in 2001 with Nas and Jay-Z.
No, it's not. It's
It
not
is.
the same.
It
Not
is the same because
same.
it went back. You know what
It's
happened after
corny.
after
It's
Nas
corny
beat Jay Z?
now.
They still kept paying Jay Z's records over and over. Like the nigga didn't lose.
Well,
Same thing now. Yeah, Kendrick won. Yeah, he gave you a good follow up album. Same thing with Godson. That was a follow up album to what happened with Stillmatic.
Okay.
It is the same blueprint, legitimately. Only difference is one nigga decided to get in his feelings and sue.
It's not.
Some hoe shit. Stop it.
Did Jay-Z put Nas on? Or was Nas before
so
the shit
Drake,
happened?
Hold on. I'm gonna be real with
Let's
you.
not act like Drake.
Let's look at this through a different lens.
Let's not act like Drake did not put Kendrick
He
on.
He didn't.
You gonna really sit up in here and lie like that?
I'm not, because I feel like you looking at through that lens. I knew who Kendrick was before Drake. He ain't put me on shit.
You might have did, but mainstream media didn't.
And that's okay. Guess what? The cosigns came and he was able to do what he do. You can't say he accomplished all that because of Drake.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it's different. It's different. It's not how it used to be. Jay-Z and Nas was Jay-Z and Nas before them niggas started beefing. They had their own following.
And Kendrick was Kendrick before they started bumping heads too.
If you say that.
But Kendrick had an underground following that was surreal back in.
So why hasn't Kendrick had the same success as Drake?
He don't make radio friendly music.
Okay.
He don't go trying to. He not a clout chaser. He really write what he want to write and put it out.
So
he make what he want to make.
You're saying Drake is radio friendly?
Super. How is he not?
I don't agree
Drake
with that.
Drake is on the airways. When I listen to Power 98 in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I rarely listen to the radio, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. But when I cut that joint on, Drake played at least 2 or 3 times for the 30 minutes I listened.
I feel like Drake has been able to successfully transition over and over again with the times, with the years. I mean, a few years, maybe he's lost me. He's lost me the last 2 years. But I will never discredit that man and what he has done authentically.
I'm not discrediting. I'm gonna tell you after.
I'm just not gonna do it.
What after what? After the first 3, I was kind of over the nigga.
Well, we know.
After the first 3, I was like,
of you and Drake, we get.
No, I hear it. I'm just saying, but after the first 3, it was a transition to being pop star. I'm just saying.
We get it. We know.
It was a transition to being to a pop star.
For me,
Michael Jackson.
It's not a matter of like. It's a matter of work and what's been done and what has been proven. Not because you successfully did somebody, or not because you're radio friendly, but
he's critically acclaimed. Is that being a Pulitzer Prize winner, that don't count for nothing? I'm just saying.
Counts for everything, and he was in his lane, rightfully so.
But I shouldn't have to have
rightfully done the work too.
He won Grammys before that.
They both won Grammys.
Exactly. So I'm saying the point I'm making is he had going back what you said. He was him. He was him before he battled the guy that was playing cosplay hip hop artists.
I'm just saying the beef between Nas and Jay-Z and Kendrick and Drake is different.
It's not different. It's similar. It's the same thing. Godson came.
Lonnie, for you to be a hip hop head, I'm super disappointed.
I don't care.
I am highly disappointed at what the fuck is coming
I'm
out
talking
of your
about the
mouth right
timeline.
now.
Like Godson came right after Stillmatic, and it was like a victory lap for beating who? Jay-Z. He had a concert after he who beat who? Jay-Z. Kendrick did the same thing. Pop-out concert after I beat who? Drake. I dropped an album, GNX, right after I beat Drake. It's the same. History repeats itself. It's the same thing.
You're missing what I'm saying. I'm not saying a nigga can't have a follow-up after it. I'm saying them niggas was who they were before that shit happened. It didn't change the trajectory of their careers. They were already on. Niggas was already fucking with them for fucking with them. The beef didn't make a nigga fuck with them more or less, is what I'm saying. Kendrick got the world in his back pocket now in a way that he never had it before. And don't sit here and act like he don't. Because he does.
I disagree.
Kendrick,
I think Kendrick is having a moment.
Hip hop rapper.
I think Kendrick is having a moment.
For the love of hip hop.
Hold up, time will tell. Hold up, hit it. You could be. Hear me out. I'm gonna meet you in the middle. You could be right, but I think it's gonna take more time. Hear me out. It's gonna take more time to tell. We need more time to prove your point. Let me finish. Okay. I don't think it changes his trajectory because I don't think he's going to be a pop star. I think he's going to be the same guy after this album. After this moment is over,
I don't believe it.
Nas did the same thing. He had his moment. He took advantage of it. Then he went back to what?
He got
Dropping
to now.
albums every 3 or 4 years.
He opened up Pandora's box. He gotta do it.
He don't have to.
Okay.
We see so many artists who chose not to.
He was
they
in the
drop
lane.
one album and say, "Oh, I don't like this,"
He
and
was
I'm going
in the
back
lane
to
he
my...
was in, so he didn't have to be that person. He gotta be that person.
I don't think
now.
that completely changed it.
Yeah, he do. He do.
He don't have to be in that pop lane anymore. He could just say, "Hey, I beat you at your own game.
Okay.
I'm good."
He didn't beat him at his own game. He did not.
He dropped a hit.
He ain't
single.
done enough to do that. But okay.
He
has not done enough to do
Yo,
that.
my man's dropped a hit single.
He
that is his formula. Drake dudes dropped them hit singles back to back. We forgetting about back to back was a hit. Indie Club. He did the same thing he did to Meek to him.
Act like Meek and Drake was in the same running field, in the same type of artist, with the same type of delivery.
They were both very popular.
No, the fuck they were.
I'm not saying they were as. I'm not saying Meek was as
popular.
popular.
Still came back around and they squashed the beef. This shit ain't squashable.
I don't want it to be squashable.
Okay, and that's what makes it lame.
Drake is cosplay. He got exposed. He in his feelings.
It's personal because Drake went off in a way that Kendrick did not. It's personal.
Mm-hmm. All right. I mean,
you listened to the beef? Did you listen to the beef?
Yeah, I listened to it. It's one of I think one of Kendrick's songs is my most streamed songs for one of the discs.
I mean, the beat is cool. Don't get me wrong, but when you really listen to that shit, you're like, whoa. Why are you speaking on a man like that? It's weird.
Speaking on who?
On Drake. Like, it's just weird to me. I don't know.
Hold on. You are such a Drake stan right now.
I'm not a stan.
You giving it.
I'm not a stan.
Giving stan.
And even with the Wayne shit.
You said what?
Niggas have disrespected Wayne so bad behind that shit. It needs to be studied.
You don't want me to give my opinion about that Wayne.
Y'all are lame.
You want to hear my opinion about the Wayne?
I don't respect niggas who let a viral moment disrespect a legend. What a nigga has done for decades upon decades, and what he has given us, given the world, and y'all disrespect that over that weak ass.
Hear me out.
I don't respect.
Can I give you another lens?
No, I don't like it.
You don't have to change your mind, but listen, I just want to give you another lens to look at it through.
Like it.
If you work hard, you accomplish something, and let's say me and you going for a job, right?
Yeah.
I interview my ass off, you interview your ass off, and we come back and we get to the email there, and I hear that you got the job. In my mind, I'm like, damn, I thought I was a little bit better. It's cool, but I ain't tripping. And somebody asked me about it, and all I talk about is how I didn't get it, and I never congratulate you on it. You're gonna look at me funny. You're gonna look at me funny like, damn, didn't I put in hard work to get this position too? And you acting like that?
Issue, why the fuck was the world in an uproar about it? If it wasn't that bad of a
I'm looking at it from
situation, why was the world so mad?
I'm telling you, if I go for a position and I end up getting over someone that I respect and that is my peer, and the first thing they do is say they felt like they should have got it, and they never say congratulations. He said it in the song. The only person that gave him congratulations was Nas. That's the only rapper that gave him congratulations. So yeah, I would feel some type of way if this is Wayne. Wayne, for people in our age group, is Jay-Z Nas level, right? He is God MC level. He is the standard, right? And you mean to tell me all you doing is you crying about how you didn't get it, and you can't even just say, "Hey man, congratulations, do your thing." I think that's all you can say in that moment. And then we should be happy that hip-hop is even at the Super Bowl.
I don't give a...
So it should be a moment of celebration, not crying about Wayne not getting it. Like, Wayne won't get another opportunity.
I don't give a fuck what a nigga who ain't done shit that I did, reach heights that I've reached, cry about me not congratulating him. Nigga, fuck you. Okay. Keep your tears. Save your tears.
I think Wayne is again. If somebody is looked at as a big homie or somebody you look up to,
they did it for the West Coast.
They did
had
what?
A whole fucking dedication to West Coast when they had the Super Bowl out in L.A.
That wasn't.
But that was okay.
That wasn't all West Coast music.
It wasn't.
Eminem is West Coast. 50 Cent ain't West Coast.
The headline.
Mary J. Blige wasn't West
Dre
Coast.
and M and Snoop. they most of the times when
Now
them halftime
that was
performances,
a
they
that's
bring out other artists that was associated with them throughout their career. So yeah, they got the chance to do it. But
I don't
other
think
than
it was a
that, it
West Coast
was.
old. I think it was a Dr. Dre old because it had more than it was artists from everywhere. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that was like a West
But it
Coast
was
thing.
mostly West Coast artists. So
It was
tomato
two. It was
tomato.
hold up. It was three West Coast artists and three East,
Hot
two
over here
East,
today.
one Midwest. Come on, man, stop it.
Oh,
No,
oh, we're being particular now.
no, that's not a West
See,
Coast.
niggas, they pick and
That's that, but that's
choose.
not a West
Y'all pick
Coast
and choose where
event.
y'all want to be particular at,
No, but
though.
only like out of it was only had a half. I give you this: that half the artists were West Coast artists, of course. But I'm just saying there were three other artists there that weren't. One was from Detroit, one was from Queens, New York. Shout out to my family, and then the other one was from Yonkers, right? Mary J's from Yonkers. So two New York artists, Detroit, and three West Coast.
50
One
Cent.
from
Don't
Long
forget
Beach,
50 Cent
not
with
even
his
from
out of
Compton,
shape ass.
huh?
Don't forget 50 Cent with his out
I
of shape
said I
ass.
said
Oh,
Queens.
okay, okay.
Queens, New York, yeah. So I'm just saying that I wouldn't call that a West Coast ode.
I
Like,
mean, irregardless, I just feel like a lot of people don't respect the game no more. Like it's become too political,
I
and
think the Wayne
it's
fans are
not
sensitive.
about
That's just me.
it's not about the music.
I
It's
don't.
not about the love for it. It's I mean, even though rap is the most competitive genre, it is the most disrespected genre, and I don't think artists set out to do the things that they do, make the music they make, dedicate the time that they dedicate to, in return, be disrespected because a newcomer is in. And I know we done talked about that so many times,
Yeah, newcomers
but it
come in
keeps
just shit on the old. Yeah.
it keeps occurring and recurring online,
I,
and it's heartbreaking. It's hard to watch, and in return, it makes me not respect what is being done by these newcomers because you don't even have respect for the game and those that came
but
before
hear
you.
me. Hip hop is a
You just don't.
reflection of what goes on in reality in real life. That happens in real life.
Not as no
It do
no.
happen in real
Other
life.
genres
Not with
don't.
you. Hold up.
Other genres don't. They don't treat
I ain't
artists
say
like
I
that.
didn't talk about genre. I'm talking about hip hop as a culture. It's a reflection of what goes on in our culture. We
That's
do
true.
that. We
That's
do
true
that, and
too.
I'm not saying all of us do. Some of us do have respect for our elders, and I even think it happened in other cultures. Musically, I don't see that. You're right. I give you that. That's a fair assessment. But hip hop is big on what's going on culturally in the streets, reality, what's going on, and I feel like
Yeah.
that's just I guess through the lens you're looking at, because I don't look at it that way.
Yeah.
I look at it like, look, I had my time, I had my run, I didn't get it this time. Congrats to you. Move on.
I'm a true lover of music, and I'm a true lover of hip hop and rap. So, of course, I'm gonna look at it different.
Okay,
My view and my take on it is totally different from the world, and that's why I don't get into those conversations because I mean, people see it as something to like celebrate and like make fun of, and I don't view it that way. I really respect artists and what they do, so I'm never gonna get online and disrespect somebody that has dedicated and given us a lot
well, at least
over
he, I
someone who
mean, he did
hasn't
it
even
musically though. He didn't
even
go on
though
internet. Let's be fair.
because of someone who hasn't done the same. And that's another thing that's wrong with the game. Y'all are giving people too many props and credit, and they haven't done enough. Yeah, you may be hot today, but nigga, let's see you in 5, 10 years. Can you keep the same momentum? Can you do what the person you're disrespecting has done before? Holla at me then. All this other shit that y'all give these people, y'all give them too much credit. Y'all give them too much clout,
Kendrick
and
get
they
too
ain't
much
done enough
credit.
for me. Yeah, he do. He has not done enough for me.
Oh man.
He just
I'm
hasn't.
gonna move on. I'm gonna give you the other ones I had that had a good year.
He just
Big X
hasn't.
the plug. Can we agree on that one? He had
Who?
a good year.
Okay, yeah. If that's your truth.
Conductor Williams. Conductor Williams, the producer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Conductor. Yeah, he had a great year to me. Cam and Mace. It is what it is. Podcast jumping different lane. Like it. Snoop Dogg and female rappers in general.
Yeah, for
Those
sure.
those those are my picks for who
I
had a good
said
year.
JT, I said Dochi, and I said Lotto. Um, JT, she made a transition from being in a group, a duo. Um,
Yeah.
her rollout, her mixtape, she really like started from the bottom. Even though, she got her name with City Girls, I respect the fact that she took it down to like the hustling days, the mixtape days. She was in them clubs, them nightclubs,
Yeah, it
promoting
made a lot of
herself,
process.
putting in the groundwork, building her name and her sound for her as a solo artist. And that needs to be respected. Because most people, they would take the fame and shine from who they were um
Prior
prior, and
and try to make it translate over.
and
But
it
it
just
don't. But I
it
don't
don't
think.
work like
Yeah, it
that.
don't work. I definitely want to work for her.
And I respect her
She
hustle
needs.
and her
She
grind,
needs a complete different identity from what she had with City
and
Girls. That's a
she
rebrand.
she mastered it
Yeah, I think she did
to
a
the
good,
T.
smart decision by doing that.
Absolutely.
Starting from the ground up,
I always thought she was a stronger rapper,
for sure. There's no question in that.
and that was a mixtape. It wasn't an album. I know people don't understand it too. Just because it's on Apple Music doesn't mean it's an album. It's a mixtape. So she politically done the right thing, made the right sound for a mixtape. It wasn't an album, and you got to respect that. Huh?
Yeah,
I know a lot of people don't understand mixtapes.
I know. I just
The outlets is not what they used to be, where mixtapes was dropping, and you
so
would know.
mixtapes can have original music. Then
Yeah,
all original music.
you can do, and people can have throwaways on mixtapes. It
Mixtapes,
doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to
monetary.
be like a structured format. You can do whatever you want to do on a mixtape.
You can do
That's
it.
the beauty of a mixtape.
I guess I look at it differently. If you
Artists was dropping mixtapes before their albums. Are they doing that today?
they're not.
They don't have the
can
stamina.
they can just go. They can just drop an album.
They don't have the talent.
I don't want to like well mixtapes
Niggas
back
was
then were
dropping
putting
good mixtapes before bomb ass albums.
yeah, but they were for free and they would go on tour with them.
Hungry. Niggas
I'm
is
not
hungry
putting.
today.
I kind of agree with them. I want to get paid for what I create, so I'm all for
It's
that.
not always about the money. It's about the art.
It's
It's about feeding.
It's
It's
both.
about feeding your fans.
It's both.
It's about feeding your
It's
fans.
about making sure you build. You can pay your bills, feed your fans,
And somehow that
and maintain.
translates into you having more fans that support you and buy your tickets and support your shows and your merch and anything that you're associated with. Yes, sometimes you have to do things for free. Everything is not about $1. You have to hustle. You got to put in the groundwork. Y'all always want to get paid, and you niggas don't want to play.
I'm all
Get in the
for I'm all
field.
for artists getting paid for their art.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm all for y'all getting paid.
It's more than one way to get paid. It ain't always got to be monetary.
That's true. I give you that. That's fair. That was a fair assessment. But
Yeah.
that
That's what's
was-
wrong.
that
That's
was
the
make
shit that I'm
sense.
talking about. That's wrong. That's what's wrong. Niggas ain't hungry. They don't want to work. They want to show up and just be paid. And sometimes you got to do shit for free in this game.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I hear you.
That separates from the passion and the niggas that just want a paycheck.
That's not true. You
It
can
shows.
be passionate and
It
want
does
to get
show.
paid for what you do.
Not
We've
all the
seen people who are
time.
passionate and want to get paid for what they do. We haven't.
You got to do it for the love of the game
Yeah, but
before you do it for the
and
dollar.
how it's love is a part of love is reciprocation. And reciprocation.
Sometimes in love, boo, it don't
Man.
always pay you back. That's how you know it's genuine.
So you gotta get it when you can.
When love is genuine, you don't give a fuck what you get back. If I love this shit, I don't give a fuck what happens. I'm doing what I love,
I feel you.
and that's paying me back.
Facts.
Moving on.
I want to get paid.
rappers that need a career change. Ice Spice.
Elaborate. Why Ice Spice?
Why not?
I didn't have nothing for this. I just want to. You got to give me some reasons why you think she should transition over.
Terrible artist.
What makes her terrible? Break it down.
She has catchy music. The beats are hard. The beats is hard.
But she had a terrible project to me.
Like you said.
She was trash.
Like you.
And I try not to say that, but I was not
like
a fan.
you
It wasn't
said. Strong beats, weak ass lyrics.
for me. Yeah. That's usually the people who can't rap problem. Like, they got really awesome beats, and they songs and lyrics are horrible, and they got a bunch of features on them because they can't carry your album.
True enough.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I ain't gonna say she need a career change.
She does. It's not
Carisha,
for
well,
her.
Carisha made a career change. I would say Carisha, but she already made that career change. So
Carisha is funny.
yeah, but I think she in the podcast lane, interviewing people. That's her lane, not rapping.
She's not really her. I don't know. It's if it's her accent or just the way she speaks. It's terrible. I don't even really think she has a podcast voice.
Ooh, wow. Dang, you went that far. I hope that lane works for her.
Cute, beautiful gowns, beautiful gowns.
Beautiful woman.
Cute girl.
Yes, beautiful woman, but
I think she should model
don't you
and
gotta be
close her mouth.
ooh, you said model and close your mouth. Okay.
That's just my opinion, though.
You don't,
Beautiful
you don't
girl.
think she got nothing to give outside of that?
Mm,
This is a woman perspective, y'all, not a man's.
uh, I don't know. I love my sisters. Don't get me wrong, but no.
I'm trying to think of a rapper that really needs to make a transition. I'm gonna go out. I had him on another part of my list. I would like to see the game transition into something else. It's given. It's given
Broke.
old Hooper. Yeah, you said that, not me. Oh, there, that shit was funny.
Man,
It's giving
y'all
no,
act like the game
no.
man gave us some hard shit.
I ain't
So
gonna lie. The game is my guy. No, he is. I definitely revisit his catalog all the time. He's definitely one of those rappers for me that is probably in my personal top 20.
yeah,
But yeah, he is giving that old boxer that's still trying to box and he ain't got it no more. Or
true
that
enough.
old hooper out there, knees all busted up, 40 years old, goggles, knee pads, trying to shoot a sky hook when niggas is out here doing the Euro step and
You stupid.
crab dribble,
So you calling
double
a nigga
step back,
old?
and you out here doing a sky hook.
You
Like,
calling a nigga
he,
old?
he
Got it.
yeah, huh?
You calling a nigga old? I got it.
Nah, he gotta let it go. I don't think he got it no more,
When was the
man.
last time he dropped something? I
He
don't
did
even.
something with Hit Boy. He got flack for that. Remember he tried to beef with Eminem, Koch
Oh,
Hill for
okay.
that, and then he tried to jump on that Rick Ross jump on a beef with Kendrick and Drake and try to beef with Rick Ross, and that didn't
You know he
really.
was in the middle of the beef with Kendrick and Drake when they
Yeah,
dropped
but
that 100 song.
true. But he
Niggas called me to set you up.
but but the game
That's
but
my song.
the game didn't the game dissing Rick Ross to me was just it was corny. It gave clout chasing.
Corny.
Like it was out of place. Like, bro, stay out of it. You ain't. This not even your moment, and you trying to monetize off of it. So I would like to see him transition to something else, because the music ain't what you doing to get attention to get the music out there is not working. That formula is not working for you. You can't beef with everybody every time you
The
drop a
ship is
record.
sailed for him, in other words. Got it.
Yeah, because the only person still work for is 50. That formula, talking shit, beefing people all the time.
He's corny too.
Nah, 50 not corny. Oh, you hate all the rappers I love.
It's been a year of corny for me. Like niggas that I really used to like
I don't
look
know.
up to.
You're a corny.
Corny.
Oh my god. What's
Corny.
the next one?
Um Albums that you intended to listen to but didn't. I said Rhapsody. I really wanted to listen to it, but I didn't listen to it.
I listened to it. Goes back to what I told you earlier. Great lyricist. It's just the production for me. It's not bad production. It's just it's boring.
Beautiful gowns.
uh,
Underrated albums. I said Common and Pete Rock. That was a phenomenal
it
album.
was. I didn't like it at first, but on the second listen, I
First
enjoyed it.
listen, I'm sold when a nigga press play and it's like, wow, yeah, that was hard. And Pete Rock coming out of retirement like that in this day,
Yeah, that
that
they
was gold. Real
that
solid album.
that definitely was a solid album. I think
Hmm.
Class of '95 by Don Kennedy was too.
I don't think I caught that, and I
Yeah,
love Dom. I'm
yeah.
a
Don
real big
Kennedy had
fan of
Class of
him.
'95. That was a fire album.
Um, and for your Apple Replay, how many minutes of music did you stream? I did 53,000 minutes of music this year. Your girl was
Uh,
busy.
mine was
I was real busy.
mine was 20,000.
20,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of surprising. As many albums have you listened to?
But I listen to like certain album people a lot more.
Gotcha.
So I think it's like if it ain't my top, like my main 5 or 6
Mhm.
people I like really go to, I might give it a listen and I don't revisit it for a while. I'll go back to it.
Right.
Um, which goes into a question that we didn't touch on was albums that you listen to that maybe you might listen to maybe one time, but you
And
didn't go
then
back.
I
You
didn't get
intend to go back and listen
I
to
didn't
it.
get anything for that.
Oh, you didn't get anything
So
for
that's why I
that?
said some of this stuff I don't know, it's hard for me to answer.
I got you. I think an album that I didn't listen to that I intended to go back to was Vince Staples. Vince Staples had a project, and
I like Vince.
yeah, I
He's a
didn't
dope
really
guy.
get to do a deep dive and thoroughly listen to it.
Yeah.
But from what I heard the first time, it was like, oh, it's solid. So I wanted to check that out again.
Okay, so what was your most streamed album this year on your Apple Music replay?
Uh, that was 3 6 Mafia,
I
The
seen that.
Unbreakables, Chopped and Screwed, Chopped Never Slop.
I loved your replay. Like when you posted it on your story, I was like, "Damn, this is good." I don't know, like the metrics of how they like decide that is kind of interesting to me because mine was Cowboy Carter, Sugar Honey Iced Tea,
Oh, you went through your whole file.
um, Victoria Monet, and Janae. I
My
thought that was kind of odd.
yeah,
So
my top 5 was it was definitely that was the most streamed like album I listened to. But if you talking artists, um, top artist was 3 6 Mafia with 830 minutes. Then I had Nas at 2 with 458 minutes. Metro Boomin, which he had 2 projects this
yeah,
year, or multiple, more than he had 3. Cause I think he did 21, some stuff on 21. Then he did stuff with Future twice. So he
yeah.
got 430 minutes, which I don't know how he got attributed all of that. I guess they
If
split it.
he own it, they're gonna calculate it
Yeah, and
together.
then Future got 414, and then Lupe got 403.
The grand youngin. Somebody said that right on Twitter.
Yeah. So those were my top. Those were my top artists that I listened to because I did play the hell out of that.
I love that for you. It's super rappy, super hip hop. Mine was not.
Which is surprising.
But I told you though in previous episodes, I kind of been shying away from rap. It's breaking my heart. I don't feel the same about it no more.
I feel like when you, I think mainstream is breaking your heart. I don't feel like overall it is breaking your heart because you can find what you like.
It
Like
was time and
you like
place.
listen, like Davey, like you seen what my list were, like Lupe, all these different guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go out like Boss Man D-Lo, nothing wrong with him, but that's mainstream. You know what I'm saying? I don't I'm such a fan of this. I don't have to go to mainstream to get my music or my fix for hip hop.
I do
And
too.
you don't either. So to me, hip hop never has a bad year because I always look for the artists that I enjoy. I don't care about what's new
I don't
unless
either.
these young dudes come up and tell me, like I told you, they put me on to somebody that's new that I like. They gave me 2 guys this year, so I can add them to the collection of artists that I like that are newer. And then we forgot to talk about Corday album. I don't know if you listened to that. You need to
Oh, it
check
was
that out.
hard. Oh hell
Yeah,
yeah! He
that shit
dropped a
was
solid
hard.
ass album.
Yeah,
He definitely did. Well, it's been a great year. I have enjoyed you. Like you've been the best co-host. This was unexpected. You know, we tried something once and it worked.
yeah, it worked.
Like I really fuck with our vibe.
I like it too.
Yeah, we make a good
Good
team.
chemistry. Yeah,
Yeah,
Shaq
so
and Kobe type.
for sure. I'm Kobe though.
You can't shit. I'm Shaq. I won all the MVPs.
Yes, but it's been a fun time. I really enjoy doing this.
Yeah, I did too. Look,
What was your favorite episode though? Before we go, what was your favorite episode this year?
I know it's gonna sound cliche. I like this episode a lot. I like the last one that we talked about with Nelly too, and
Yeah, that got a lot of views.
in the 50 Cent joint. I like that episode.
That's our most viewed episode.
But I enjoyed the conversation today because It was super passionate.
That shit been on my heart. I had to get it
I know
out.
you did,
I had to
and I
get it
probably
out.
added a little fuel to the fire. But
No, you inspire the passion
I inspired the
though.
passion. I love how you worded it. I inspire
Yeah.
the passion, y'all.
Yeah, for sure. You be throwing me off sometimes. I gotta reel you back
You
in.
ain't reel me back in. I stand on what I said.
My favorite episode was the one where we talked about the album, the Apple Top 100.
Oh yeah, that was a good
I
episode.
was in my bag that day. Like I was feeling myself. Like
With
I like the
Lauren,
episodes where I'm feeling myself.
yeah, with Lauren was
Yeah,
number
cause I
one.
showed up for work that day. I had all my notes. I had been writing all week. I was like,
Yeah, you
yeah,
gave
I'm
a
gonna say this.
passionate speech
Yeah.
about Lauren Hill being number one, and I felt like nah, she wasn't number one,
I'm
but
so
I
grateful
ain't
though.
mad.
Like I'm able to like say what I want to say on my own fucking platform. Like I don't know. That's a
That's
flex
a
for
flex, yeah.
me. I don't really get into this shit on the internet, but
Oh, I've
on
been getting.
here
Don't get into it. Ain't worth it.
I'm gonna lay it down, and can't nobody argue with me about it, cause I don't gotta respond. You can talk to yourself about it, but
You respond to me?
I really don't give a fuck. I'm talking about the internet, baby.
Oh, I be
I
wanting
said
all.
what
I
I
be wanting all the
said.
smoke on the internet. I engage with them too. What you want?
I said what I said, and can't nobody do shit about it. Oh, okay. Let
Anyway,
me
I
stop.
want all the smoke.
But yeah, you got any goals or
For
aspirations for next year?
make more money than I made last year.
That is always the motive. Yeah,
What else? Be a lot more healthier than I was last year. As you get older, your health
is
becomes
wealth.
more important than what's on the outside.
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
people invest in your inside more than what you put on your body. But
Mm,
your body, what you put on the outside, will fade quickly. But
for
if you
sure.
don't take care of the inside, you'll be gone before you can even enjoy the stuff that you purchase material wise. So
For sure.
the money you make should go into your body. Those are my goals. Make more money, invest in my body. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw the little workout video. So more,
Oh, that boy in the gym.
yeah, man,
I
yeah,
love
easy
it.
money.
That's
So
what's up.
those are my goals. Be more healthier than I was last year. Make more money than I made last year, and explore or also be better at building relationships and maintaining them.
For sure.
I've been terrible about that in my prior years, so I want to make sure next year I really check in with people at least once a week that I know. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? At least
Definitely.
once a month at the worst. But
That's for sure.
and build new relationships. So what you got?
Just continue to pop my shit.
You said continue to pop your shit.
Yeah. Make a little more money than I made this year. Do me.
Or
Big B.
do you
Yeah.
pop your?
No, but for real though, I want us to grow.
Mm-hmm.
I want this platform to grow, to continue to grow. And it just be, our therapy and just like, I don't ever want to lose focus on the purpose. I know sometimes I get in my head, I'm like, damn, I feel like this shit should be, further along than what it is, but we where we supposed to
You
be.
gotta
And
take.
we gonna bask in that and enjoy the ride cuz it's a marathon, not a sprint. Like, I
Yeah,
don't want
that
to just
part.
be so like gun ho on like goals and just like, oh, I gotta be here, I gotta do this, and I didn't enjoy the shit. So yeah, I'm into just enjoying the vibes and like just relaxing, like being cool, like instead of being so controlling. So yeah, that's a big thing I want to work on.
You
So
said being so controlling.
yeah,
You controlling?
you can't tell.
I can, but I just hearing you. That's a big step. You admitting it though.
It took me
What's your sign again?
It took me some time. Like I'm telling you, I just really came to the terms and conditions. Like, yeah, we got to work on that.
What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
I don't. I have very little experience with Virgos, so I don't
I don't
know.
know why you be with me. Like,
Little experience outside of you and maybe like an ex. I don't know too many Virgos.
for sure,
Like a couple. You know what I mean? Like
we're rare. We're
yes.
one of a
She
kind. Top of
she
the
wasn't
line.
controlling though. I will say that.
Moving
It's
on.
okay. I mean, you admitted that you working on it.
Yeah, for sure.
Kudos.
Well, that is it for our time, guys. I hope you have enjoyed us this year.
Yeah.
We thank you for every like, share, subscribe, repost, the things y'all do to support us. We are greatly appreciative of it.
Yep.
And I wish everybody a happy holidays.
Yeah.
We out. Peace.
Peace.